RuPaul's Drag Race. There are new episodes on Netflix. I'm not going to say anything else because I talk about it all the time. If you know, you know, and if you're into it, then that will be information you'll be pleased to hear. So I just thought I would slip it in right at the beginning of the video. So I'm back today with another monthly favourites video from the month of February. I have a couple of beauty bits, one fashion item which I've lived in pretty much all month, if not more than that. I have literally not taken it off. A couple of foodie bits, my current ultimate girl crush, she's incredible, I can't wait to talk about her, and one or two things on Netflix. So are you ready? Let's go. So first up is a brow product from a brand that I've never tried before and I'm really impressed with it, and I wanted to mention it because it's significantly cheaper than competitor products and ones that I have used and enjoyed using in the past. It's the Morphe Brow Cream in the shade Biscotti, and it comes with this brush. I bought this in a set because I wanted to try the brow pencil. That's the one I thought I would end up liking, but it came with this brow cream, this angled brush with the spoolie on the end, a brow gel, and there was something else. Oh, like a highlighting pencil to go underneath your brow, which I didn't like. The colour wasn't right for me. This was definitely my favourite out of all the products, and I really, really like it. It's a really nice consistency, it stays put, the colour is great, it's easy to apply, and I think it's going to last a long time. And this, with all the other products that I mentioned, was only £20, which I thought was really good. I would typically pay, I think it's £28 for just the Benefit pencil, and it runs out really quickly. I think this is going to last an awful lot longer. I wasn't as impressed with the Morphe brow pencil, so if you are a pencil girl through and through for your brows, you might not like it as much. But this is easily as good as the equivalent Benefit product, and I've tried the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. This is just as good in my opinion. I will find out how much it costs just for this if you're interested in just trying this product on its own, and link it for you below. But the brush is great as well. The little angled bit at the end is the perfect size and thickness. I like them to be really, really thin so you can be quite precise. So I'm really pleased with that, and it came in a good selection of shades as well, so definitely worth a look if you're on the lookout for a new brow product. So the next thing I have to show you is a nail treatment, and I've noticed lately that because I paint my nails all the time, it's very rare for me not to have nail polish on. They have definitely felt less healthy, and they seem to be staining more easily and things like that. So I just wanted to give them a bit of a break from particularly dark nail polishes. I tend to wear a lot of black nail polishes and that really dark red sort of shade. So I discovered this, which actually came in a set that I had with some other nail polishes, and it's the Ciate Serum Elixir. This is brilliant. I've been using it for weeks now, and it's definitely helping to strengthen my nails. But not only that, it gives a nice colour to them. It's almost a milky white pale colour. I'll try and show you as best I can. It won't do it justice on camera, but it just evens out the colour of my nails. They don't look like they're completely bare, which I don't know, I just don't like to have nothing at all on my nails. It makes them look neat and clean and, well, just like healthy nails, I suppose, and it's also treating them at the same time. So I'm not entirely sure on the price of this because, as I said, it came in a set, but I will look it up for you and pop the links down below as always. Next up is a really old favourite of mine from years ago that I've rediscovered in the last couple of weeks, and I don't know why I stopped using it. I'm so pleased that I've started using it again. It makes a massive difference to my hair. Similarly to my nails, it's been lacking a bit of attention lately. I could really do with cutting a few inches off it, if I'm completely honest, which I'm tempted to do. I change my mind almost daily. Let me know in the comments if you think I should. I keep seeing people chopping their hair off, these really lovely shorter cuts that are full of bounce and movement, and they look really healthy. And then I think, oh, I do want to cut it, but then I'll wake up the next day and want to keep my hair long. I can't decide. Let me know what you think. Maybe you can help me. But in the meantime, I've gone back to my old faithful Moroccan oil. I used to use this religiously for years. It's such a good product, and it's totally worth the hype in my opinion. And to be honest, I don't even think it's that expensive. This little bottle was £12 from Amazon. There's only 25 ml in here. I will use it all the time and it'll last me probably about 2 years. The last one seemed to go on forever. I like to use it on damp hair. You can use it on dry. I use it on Merrin's hair. She's got very long hair that can tangle quite easily. I'm sure lots of you will have tried it because it is quite a well-known product, but in my opinion, it is well worth the hype. Next up is my only fashion purchase of the year so far, I think. Oh no, the only other thing I bought was the dress that I featured in last month's favourites, which was £9 from Zara in the sale. I haven't bought anything else, but it's probably because these were not the cheapest, but it's this pair of boots. These are the Grenson boots that you've probably seen on Instagram, and Holly Willoughby wore them in the jungle. That's where I first saw them and I loved them. I've been after a pair of chunky black boots for ages and ages, but I just haven't found the right pair. I was very tempted to get a pair of DMs, but I don't know, something about them, I kept hearing that they weren't very comfortable and that they took forever to break in, so that put me off. And when I saw these, I just fell in love with them and I knew I had to have them and I would wear them to death. And so far, I think there's only been 4 or 5 days that I haven't worn them. I wear them with dresses, with tights, with jeans. I will wear them in the summer with bare legs and dresses and shorts and things. I just think they are the perfect boot. Oh no, I've got a scuff on one of them. I love that the lace detail comes down so far onto the toe. I love the suede panel up the side. I love the eyelets, the laces, the chunky sole. They are basically me in boot form. I haven't bought a pair of boots for about 2 years. I have lived in my ancient black Ugg boots in the winter, and I also have a pair of office boots that are the high street knockoff of the Chloe boots, and I've lived in those. I wear those in the day and for more dressed up events as well. So this boot purchase has been a long time coming, and I feel like I made the right decision waiting, because these will just last me for years. They're practical as well, which my husband likes because they're technically hiking boots. So, you know, all those long walks he wants me to go on, I'm suited and booted. Literally, I'm good to go. The next thing I have to show you is a snack, and these are the Mutts nuts of, I don't want to say healthy, I suppose they are quite healthy. They are gluten-free, dairy-free, vegan-friendly, natural. So yeah, I'm guessing they must be pretty healthy. They are Livia's Kitchen Bicky Bombs. These are so nice. I found these in a train station back at the beginning of the year when I was coming back from London, and I fancied something sweet, but I'd already eaten quite a lot of crap that day, so I didn't want to go for anything too naughty. I spotted these and I thought I'd give them a go, and now I love them, and I have tried everything from the range and it's all really nice, but these were the ones I had to hand to show you. They're basically raw cacao with like an oaty biscuit and dates in the middle, and they're really, really nice. They definitely hit the spot when you want something sweet but not too calorific. I wonder how many calories are in it actually. I haven't even looked at that. Per 40 gram serving, which is this whole packet, they have 3.8 grams of fat and 161 calories. So that's pretty good for what is actually quite a filling little snack. So I've been loving these. She also makes some raw cookie dough bites, which are delicious, but I've run out, so I couldn't show you those. And what was the other one that I liked? Oh, like a Millionaire's shortbread, which has an oat base, then a date caramel and a raw cacao topping. It sounds like it shouldn't be that good, but trust me, it really is, so definitely worth a look. Again, they're not particularly cheap, but you can get them on offer sometimes, and I picked up a load from Tesco a couple of weeks ago when they had like a buy one get one free offer on, so worth a look and definitely worth a try. My next favourite, and I'm so pleased to be able to share this with you because I'm so behind already on my reading. Promised to myself that I would get through 6 books by the end of June. I really need to up my game and start reading a little bit more, but I have finished my first book of the year, only a month late, and it was a cracker. I loved this book so much. I wasn't slow finishing it because I wasn't enjoying it. It's just me. I'm terrible at remembering to pick up a book as opposed to my phone or just vegetating on the sofa next to my husband. So It has taken me a little bit longer to get back into the habit of reading, but this was a brilliant one to start me off. This book, if you haven't read it, I'm sure most of you probably have because I'm a bit late to the party, but this book is brilliant. I loved every minute of it. It made me laugh out loud, and not many things make me actually laugh out loud. It has to be really funny, and this guy has a similar sense of humour to me, I think, so this one really did make me laugh. It is a real emotional roller coaster. There's some really touching moments in here and emotional, sad moments too. And above anything else, it's just a really interesting insight into the life of a junior doctor working in the NHS. Well worth a read if you're looking for a new book and you haven't read this one yet. I would highly recommend it. Okay, next up, I'm going to tell you about my current girl crush because I'm obsessed, and I have been going back and watching all of her old videos on YouTube because I can't get enough of her. And it's the utterly fabulous Zanne Van Dijk. If you don't follow her on Instagram or on YouTube, you must go and look her up because she has just blown my mind over the last month or so. Basically, to cut a very long story short, I've followed Zanne for years and I've always liked her content, but this year she was away in the Maldives on a trip with a friend, and while she was out there, out of the blue, completely unexpectedly, she had to have emergency bowel surgery. It was a life-threatening situation and she was away from all her family. She had one friend with her. I just can't imagine how terrifying that whole experience must have been. She documented it all on her YouTube channel and on Instagram, and I've just been fascinated, almost hanging on every word when she's explaining what she went through, how she's recovering, how she's adapted her diet, her lifestyle, her exercise regime. She's a fitness and food content creator anyway, and has been for years, so she's very much into her health and looking after her body, but the way she has handled what life has thrown her so far this year has been nothing short of amazing. Her positivity has just inspired me so much. I'd love to think that I would handle something like that in such a strong and kick-ass way as she does. She really is amazing. So she's currently sharing her recovery journey, which is so interesting in itself, but she also shares a lot about her journey to becoming plant-based in her diet and her lifestyle, which is also really interesting to me. It's not something I'm doing, but it's definitely something I'm interested in. She's really open and honest, and she's the kind of person that I would just love to sit down and really have a chat with. So if you're not familiar with Zanne, both on Instagram and YouTube, do go over and say hi because she is pretty fabulous. I'm sure you'll love her. I touched very briefly at the beginning on my Netflix pick for the month, which is the new episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race, which I promised I wouldn't say again. But I also have really enjoyed The Assassination of Gianni Versace on Netflix. We're not finished yet. We've watched a couple of the episodes, but I thought I'd throw it out there because I haven't heard many people talk about it, and it really is a great series and well worth a watch. It goes into the backstory of the killer and his life leading up to what he did, and it's just a really interesting watch. So I think it's made by the same people that made the documentary about O.J. Simpson, which was on Netflix as well. So if you watch that, you might enjoy the Gianni Versace one. We also, like the rest of the world, really enjoyed Dirty John this month or last month. I thought that was brilliant. Before we watched it, I always like to have a little flick through reviews on Google and stuff just to see what people are saying about something before I commit, because, you know, it is a commitment. I could be reading my book. And the reviews weren't great. A lot of people were saying it was quite mediocre and it was a bit silly and just didn't enjoy it particularly. I loved it. I thought it was great. We were really invested in it from start to finish, which is all you can ask for from a Netflix show, really. I recommended it to my mum as well, who thoroughly enjoyed it too. So if you haven't watched Dirty John and you're under a rock somewhere, I'm sure most people have watched it, but we really liked it. What else have we watched on Netflix? And we also watched the documentary about the Fyre Festival. I'd heard a few people mention it on Instagram, and again, I'm quite late to the party with that one, but that was a really good watch as well. It's just an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and I just watched it with my jaw open most of the way through, just incredulous at what these people thought they could get away with and what they tried to get away with. It was unreal. So again, if you've got a couple of hours to spare and you're looking for something, the Fyre Festival documentary is well worth a watch. I think that's it. I don't think I have anything else to share this month. I haven't been buying much. I've been trying to, after my boot purchase, I've been trying not to. I've been really inspired, actually that's another favourite, I've been really inspired by my friend Aziz, who's doing a no-buy year for 2019, and I've watched her videos. I think I've watched every video she's done on it. She's doing them weekly, and it's really made me think about the way I purchase things. We'll ignore the boots, but other than that, I do tend to buy things on impulse. I'll see something and think, I need that, and then I will buy it. And then perhaps it's not something that I'm gonna get an awful lot of use out of. So I'm just trying to be more considered with my purchasing habits because of Aziz's content. So thank you, Aziz, for that, because you really have made me think. I just wanna be a little bit more careful and in control of our family budget, and that's something I'm planning to possibly do a little series on my channel if that's something you'd be interested in, because it's something I am working on at the moment, so do let me know in the comments below. So that's just a few of the things I've been enjoying lately. I hope you enjoyed hearing about them. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. I would absolutely love to have you, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!